This module will walk you through the lockout-tagout process using an energy control and isolation protocol scenario. Let's take a moment to get familiar with the tools and equipment that you'll need for this LOTO procedure. Here you can see all the tools you'll be using on this task. The numbers on the locks used for the task must match what's listed in the EC and IP. Select the inventory slot again to close the bag. Now that you've put on PPE and gathered your tools, it's time to start the LOTO process. Select the door to head outside. Now that we're outside, confirm that the pump you will lock out matches the one described in the EC and IP. You also need to look at your personal atmospheric tester to verify safe working conditions. Normally, this would be worn around your neck. Grab the monitor and look at the screen to take a reading. Atmospheric requirements will vary by job type, but will always require oxygen levels to be between 19.5 and 23.5%. You will have to rely on your personal monitor to ensure safe working conditions. Go ahead and put the tester back at your waist. The next step is to de-energize the system. De-energizing components require shutting off and locking out one or more breakers, as indicated by the EC and IP. Breakers are typically found in a maintenance room, but for VR, we've placed one nearby. When you arrive at the breaker, verify that it matches the one in the EC and IP. Shut off the breaker, then grab the correct lock, 15:1, as indicated on the EC and IP from your tool bag, and place it on the breaker to prevent it from turning back on. Good work! Isolating and de-energizing the relevant circuits will protect you from electrocution. Before moving on, verify that the system is de-energized by pressing the pump run button. The pump should not run and remain off. Nothing happened, which means that the system has been de-energized. Now you can begin with the rest of the LOTO process, beginning with valve HV2615. This valve is closed first, since it is the first point of isolation from the source of liquid in the tank. Grab and rotate the valve wheel clockwise until it is tight. Then use a valve cover and lock from your tool bag to secure it. The HV2622 valve comes next. Close it tight, then apply LOTO with the correct lock, 15:3. The next two valves are pneumatic valves, and require the instrument gas to be isolated. All pneumatic valves must be locked in the fail-safe position. Grab the handle of valve PV2650 and rotate it 90 degrees to close it. Apply LOTO to this valve using the correct lock, 15:4. In addition to locking out the valve, you must also remove the airline itself. Select the instrument airline to remove it. To confirm that pressure has been fully released, take a look at the pressure gauge. Does the pressure read 0 psi? That's right, 0 psi means you are clear to continue. The last valve to lock out is VS18. This one is locked in the open position, so no need to close it. Apply LOTO using a cover and the correct lock, 15:10. Excellent work! The system is now fully isolated and the pump is ready to be replaced. All that's left is to secure the master key for all the locks you applied. Hold still while we return to the office. Before work can begin, the key for this LOTO must be locked into a lockbox. Grab the key and put it into the lockbox. Now, close the lid of the lockbox and place the green lock onto it. The green lock is the operational lock controlled by the plant manager or shift supervisor. Great! Once the contractors arrive and verify the LOTO, by walking down the process with operations, they will place a final red lock onto the lockbox before they begin work. That's it for this module.